How was your day today? Greetings. It's Morgan Christopher Parker, and this is the Parker's Report. I want to know how you're feeling today and how you feel about various things. What do you think about love? What do you think about self-love? What do you think about entrepreneurship? Are you living the life that you wanted to live? Are you living the life that you dreamed about? What do you feel like you're missing? Is it relationships? And if it is relationships, why? Is it money that you're missing? And why? For how your life is going right now, what's the reason that your life is going the way that it is right now? What do you think about self-love? What do you think about worth? If you were to put a numerical value on how much you love yourself and 1,000 being the most, how much do you love yourself? What do you want out of this life? Are you on social media networks posting pictures of yourself because you want attention? Do you have anything meaningful to say? What is the value you see in yourself? You think women are looked at as sexual objects, or they're respected for their minds? If so, what is the rise of some of these social networks like OnlyFans, where you can pay to see people and see women doing various things, and people are really willing to pay for their pictures? What does that say about the men that are willing to pay for the pictures? Are they suckers? Are they customers? Do you respect them? I mean, if you were on OnlyFans and a man was paying for your pictures, would you ever suggest even dating for him, or you think he was a nerd or a loser? And what are some of the criteria for some of you women to date people? What's the criteria? Like, what are you looking for? What are you not looking for? What is a woman of value to you? What is a man of value to you? What does that look like? How does that feel? What do you think, if you're in a relationship with a man, should be doing for you? If you're in a relationship with a woman, what do you think she should be doing for you? As well as, what do you think they should be doing for you? What do you think you should be bringing to the table? How do you think you should be treated? How do you think you should be speaking to the person that you love or that you like? If there's somebody that you like and you're trying to get their attention, how do you go about doing it? Do you wait for them to come to you, or you go to them? Do you date people who you meet on social medias? Or you only date people you meet in bars or at restaurants? Is there certain criteria to that? Are you on dating websites? Are you not on dating websites? And if you are on dating websites, why are you on dating websites? And if you're not on dating websites, how come you're not? Do you date people off of TikTok? Do you date people off of Facebook? Do you date people on the social media networks, any of those various ones, or maybe even Twitter? Where do you see yourself being in the next 10 years? Where do you see yourself now? When you thought about 10 years before you, did you see yourself where you're at now? What are your aspirations, and how are you working toward them? How many hours are you putting in toward that? What is the limitations of you? Or do you live with limits, or you do have limits? Is sky the limit for you, or it's not the limit at all? What do you want to become? What do you want to do? What does success look like for you? Is it money? Is it relationship with God? Is it relationship with your family, your children? Or is it all the above? How do you make yourself happy? And can you make yourself happy? And if you're in a relationship and you cannot make yourself happy, do you feel like somebody else should be able to make yourself happy, even though you cannot make your own self happy? And if you can't make yourself happy and you feel like others should make yourself happy, does that make you feel like less than or more than? Or does that make sense to you? It doesn't make sense. What makes sense logically to you? Or do you just go off your emotions like an animal? Anything you feel, you just do. And if you go off every way that you feel, how's your life been going if you do? And if you do break down things and you think about things logically, how is your life going as well? Do your emotions rule you? Do your emotions not rule you? Do you think logically? What do you want in your heart? Have you achieved what you wanted in your heart? some of the words that I'm using right now, does it bother you? Am I stirring you up by asking you honest questions? What's your relationship with God? Do you believe in God? Do you believe the earth is flat? Do you believe it's round? How do you feel about that? Because are you thinking or do you know? What do you think about the earth? What do you think about the oceans? Did we discover everything in the ocean yet? Do you think there's more life on other planets? You think the only planet right here has life? What do you think about the moon? Do you think we really moon landed there or we didn't moon land? Like, what's your perspective on that? What do you think about human beings? They say human beings, some people say they've been here for 300,000 years. Do you think we've been here for 300,000 years or you think we've been here for more? And maybe there's no fossil records and people weren't writing. Do you think we understand all of history? Do you think we understand everything for knowing things that we weren't there? Do you think people were advanced in the past? Do you think they were building ships? Do you ever think that, there's pyramids on one side of the world and then you look in Americas and they have structures that are similar to pyramids? And they all got dragons and stuff that they do from over there to all the way to Japan. Do you ever think about those type of things? You ever look at some of the megalith structures and wonder why a lot of them look the same? What do you think of that? Do you believe in that great migration of everybody leaving from Africa? Do you believe that human beings were all around this planet? Do you believe there's aliens under the sea and the ocean? Do you believe there's aliens that came here in the past? I mean, we all don't know. I'm just speculating with you. What do your belief system looks like? Do you believe in the God of Abraham? Do you believe that in Jesus? Do you believe in the Prophet Muhammad? Do you believe in any other various religions? Do you think that some of these religions are recycled or you think this is anything new? What do you think about the governments? Do you think that they're here to control? Do you think they all work together? Do you think it's one government all together or no? Do you think everything is all separated? Do you think yourself is elite or not? Do you think it's okay if you were the president? Do you think that the presidential job, if you were a president, do you think that comes along with you having to deploy people to various areas that might lose their life? What do you think about that? What are your thoughts? Thank you for tuning into the Parker